No one saw it coming. Chrisean stepping out in public, not just alone, but surrounded by her entire family. Yes, my family. And guess who surprised me? My girl right there. Unexpected as ever. But nothing prepared the crowd for what followed. With an unreleased track that lit the room on fire, she took over the club and left the whole city buzzing. What was meant to be a simple night out with loved ones flipped into a moment that broke the internet, left fans in awe, and silenced critics. Now everyone is asking the same thing: is this Chrisean's return to music, or just another unpredictable chapter in her story? The second she stepped in, phones lit up. Chrissy held her baby close, sharing laughs with her siblings, while her mother, missing from the spotlight for months, stood proudly at her side. The DJ was caught off guard, shouting into the mic, "Y'all ready for this? Chrisean Rock just pulled up." And with that, the energy in the room flipped. The music paused, the lights dimmed, and Chrisean took the mic with no warning, dropping a brand new, unreleased track, straight from the heart. It was raw, emotional, and completely unfiltered. The crowd went silent, then exploded. Fans were in tears, the entire club shook, and within minutes, footage of the moment was everywhere online. Now the world is buzzing with questions: was this a one-time surprise? Or the beginning of Chrisean's true return to both music and her family? And what's the real story behind the lyrics she delivered live for the first time? One thing is certain: when it comes to Chrisean Rock, life never unfolds quietly, and tonight just turned the page on something big. Every phase of Chrisean's journey has played out loud, chaotic, and unpredictable, from explosive reality TV moments to online feuds and heartbreaks that made headlines. But beneath all that noise, one desire has always quietly driven her: family. Her upbringing was far from easy. She has openly shared stories about couch surfing, constant moves, and growing up in a world where trust was a fragile currency. Her rise to fame felt like a fluke that turned into a tidal wave. One moment, she was the scrappy underdog fighting for airtime, and the next, she was either idolized or dissected by the masses. But the more her star rose, the more distance grew between her and her roots. Family spats played out on Instagram Live, siblings threw shade in the comments, and the internet, along with reality producers, eagerly fanned the flames. Even during her happiest milestones, like her pregnancy reveal, her baby's first photos, and viral snippets of her music, speculation swirled: who was genuinely there for her, and who was chasing the spotlight? As the months passed, the noise only grew louder. Headlines shouted everything from Chrisean's mom calls her out to drama breaks out at baby shower. Fans were left wondering: was reconciliation ever possible, or was Chrisean destined to walk this path alone? Through all the turmoil, one thing stayed consistent: her love for music. Long before viral fame or public meltdowns, it was the microphone that gave her peace. Her music, often raw and emotional, was more than just sound. It was her journal, her escape, her proof that she was more than just controversy. But after becoming a mother, the studio went quiet. The world waited, some hoping for her comeback, others predicting her downfall. Record labels got cautious. Venues backed off. Whispers began: maybe the pressure of fame and motherhood had finally broken her. Then came the moment no one expected. Sources say it all began with a simple group chat, her mother asking if they could enjoy a night together like they used to. Chrisean hesitated, knowing peace in her city was never guaranteed, but her siblings urged her on. Let's be family, not followers. So they showed up, deep and united. No handlers, no entourage, just Chrisean, her baby, her mom, her sisters, and even an uncle she had not seen in years. When they walked into the club, heads turned. It had been months since anyone saw her with her whole family in public. People snapped photos, others simply stared, surprised to see her laughing, dancing, and for once at peace. The DJ spotted them and stopped the music. Grabbing the mic, he welcomed them like royalty. For a brief moment, it felt like time rewound before the headlines, before the drama. Then Chrisean stepped up to the booth, smiling with a lightness no one had seen in ages. She looked at her mother, then at her son, and told the crowd, "Tonight's not about the drama. Tonight's about love. You want to hear something the world has not heard yet?" The beat dropped, and Chrisean took the mic. What followed was more than a performance, it was a moment. She poured her heart into a new, unreleased track about family, forgiveness, and surviving the storm. No auto-tune, no filters, just her voice, raw and real. The crowd went wild. Some fans cried. Even her mother wiped away tears. And in a matter of minutes, the footage was everywhere, on TikTok, Instagram, and even morning news shows. By sunrise, the internet was in a frenzy. Clips of her holding her baby, hugging her mom, and performing that powerful song spread like wildfire. Some called it the softest side of Chrisean ever seen. Others declared it the comeback no one saw coming, but not everyone was celebrating. Critics were quick to pounce. Was that really her voice? Is this growth or just another storyline? Where's the drama if the whole family showed up? The blogs, of course, ran with it. Shade Room posted, "Chrisean Rock pulls up with the whole fam piece finally possible?" And just like that, the world was once again locked in, watching her every move, wondering if this was redemption in real time or just another twist in the saga of a woman who never stops rewriting her story. Hollywood Unlocked ran a poll. Was Chrisean's new track her true comeback, or just another stunt for attention? Within the hour, skeptics were in full swing. Conspiracy theories flooded the timeline. Some swore the entire night was a staged PR move. One anonymous tipster messaged a blogger, claiming she only brings her family around when there are cameras rolling, insisting they had not even been speaking. A leaked behind-the-scenes photo, grainy but suspicious, showed what looked like a production crew lurking in the background, sparking rumors that the heartfelt family reunion was just a setup for an upcoming TV special. Fans went to war in the comment sections. Even if it's for TV, the song hit deep, let her heal. Others fired back, "You think one club night undoes years of chaos? Be serious." Then came the first major twist, a viral Twitter thread from an alleged former friend who insisted Chrisean's new song was not about family at all, but about her most painful breakup. The thread came with receipts, old song lyrics, supposed text messages, and even a voice memo. She wrote this about her ex. "Do not get played," it claimed. Just like that, the internet imploded. Was the whole night a lie? Was Chrisean weaponizing her pain for sympathy, or finally being honest in her own way? And where was the ex in all this? Fuel was added to the fire when one of her famous exes posted a cryptic IG story, a black screen, a lyric about forgiveness, and the words "Don't rewrite history." Even her siblings seemed split. Her older brother showed love, posting, "Proud of you, sis. Keep going." But her younger sister tweeted, "Family ain't a show. Some stuff can't be fixed on stage." As fans debated, music insiders started asking bigger questions. Was this performance a trial balloon for a major comeback? Were record labels already circling? Could this narrative of healing help her find her way back into the music industry's arms, or just reopen old wounds? Meanwhile, leaked DMs from club security showed how many times they had to protect the baby from eager fans getting too close. Concerned parents chimed in. Bringing a newborn to a nightclub is not a comeback, it's a red flag. Mommy bloggers piled on, questioning Chrisean's choices and priorities. "We praise the drama," one post read, "but who's thinking about the baby?" The drama snowballed. Former reality TV rivals joined in, one writing, "Everybody claps when you fall. Let's see who stays if she actually wins." But then, just as the chaos peaked, a new bomb dropped. A studio version of Chrisean's unreleased track mysteriously appeared on SoundCloud, this time featuring a surprise guest verse. The internet lit up. Was that Lil Baby's voice on the hook? Did Megan Thee Stallion help pen the song? If she's got big names backing her, this is not just a moment, it's a power move, fans tweeted. Producers went live denying any leaks, but an A&R slipped up with a tweet, "Big surprise coming. Chrisean ain't playing." Suddenly, what started as a personal night out became a full-blown industry moment. Major labels scrambled to secure rights to the song. TikTok creators rushed to break down lyrics and guess the feature. And then came the next twist. A blurry IG live from a back room at the club showed Chrisean, her mother, and a man, possibly an ex, in a heated exchange, her baby crying in the background. Comments exploded again. Is that him? She can't escape the drama. The live stream ended, but the questions multiplied. Was this whole thing real, or just another spectacle? Is Chrisean finally stepping into her music era for real, or still stuck in the storm she has always known? By the next day, her club appearance had become a global headline. Outlets from TMZ to Rolling Stone covered the chaos. Chrisean Rock's comeback, family, fire, and one unreleased track. Read one caption. Radio stations in Atlanta, LA, and New York started spinning the leaked song, dissecting every line for clues about the mystery feature. Behind the scenes, label execs scrambled. Two major companies sent urgent offers, hoping to sign the track before anyone else could. One A&R went live and said what many were thinking. If Christian's got a cosign from someone like Meg or Lil Baby, it's over. She's in. And for her critics, this was no longer just a reality star causing noise. This was someone potentially rewriting her legacy. But not everyone was on board. A few hip-hop veterans, once vocal critics, posted thinly veiled shots. "Don't confuse a viral moment with a movement," one tweeted. Another shared an IG story that read, "Family, is blood not a storyline? Y'all believe anything if it's got a beat behind it." In the middle of it all, a new layer of tension emerged. A former castmate tweeted, "Everyone loves a comeback until it's clean. That's when they shift the rules." One of Christian's exes threw shade with a subtweet, "Be careful, who eats off your pain when you're hot?" Even hip-hop legends were split. Some accused her of staging a redemption arc, while others quietly admitted, this moment felt different. Whatever side you stood on, one thing was clear: Chrisean Rock was not just trending, she was challenging the system, and whether she wins or falls, the world is now watching differently. "Show me longevity, not sympathy," one tweet read, capturing the mood shift. Suddenly, Chrisean Rock wasn't being pitied, she was being respected. Survivors recognized survivors, and even industry veterans had to admit, she'd walked through fire and was still standing. While some quietly admired her resilience, others were already trying to profit off it. A major label offered her a deal for the viral track, but leaked internal memos revealed their plans to seize full creative control and link the song to a reality series. Meanwhile, an indie platform came forward with a radically different offer: a direct release, no middlemen, with 100% of the profits going to Chrisean and her family. That was all fans needed to mobilize. Within hours, the internet caught fire. Hashtags like #GoIndie, Chrisean, and #OwnYourVoice surged to the top of trending charts across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Influencers stitched her live performance with passionate commentary. Fan pages reposted clips with captions like, "This isn't just a song, it's a statement." DJs on major radio stations debated the moment in real time. One shouted, "Chrisean just lit a match under the industry. Now the question is, will she burn bridges or build her own?" Talk shows and morning radio lines stayed flooded. Hot 97 even ran hourly call-ins, sparking discussions that framed Chrisean not just as a pop artist, but as the face of a deeper shift, one toward female independence and creative ownership. Some callers dubbed her the unbreakable underdog, comparing her struggle to those of icons who had once been silenced by the same system. Podcasts joined the storm too. Joe Budden devoted an entire episode titled "Pain is Real, but Who Owns the Story?" dissecting how Chrisean's raw performance exposed the blurred line between art and exploitation. He asked tough questions. Was she finally telling her truth? Or was her vulnerability being used against her once again? Across town, The Breakfast Club offered a split take. Charlemagne leaned all the way in on independence, calling it the only way forward if Chrisean wants peace and power. Angela Yee, however, gave a more cautious view. She reminded listeners that going solo sounds inspiring, but can come with overwhelming pressure, especially for a woman who's already carried so much public trauma. Then came the artists. Some showed love, applauding Chrisean's bravery. Others not so much. Lizzo jumped in with a powerful tweet. "Let Black women breathe. Stop turning our pain into content." Her words echoed what many felt, that Chrisean's story was being devoured by the media machine instead of honored. Meanwhile, Blueface couldn't help throwing shade, posting, "She's singing now. Hope her beats are better than her boyfriend's." The jab drew backlash, but it also added fuel to the cultural firestorm brewing around Chrisean's return. In just 24 hours, what started as one unreleased song performed live became a nationwide debate about freedom, healing, and who gets to control the narrative. The noise is deafening, the opinions are fierce, and through it all, one thing is clear: Chrisean is no longer just reacting to the industry, she's redefining her place in it. Whether she goes independent or not, she has already done something powerful. She made the world listen. Now, the choice is hers. But beyond the celebrity noise, everyday people weighed in. One comment read, "My mom worked 3 jobs and never got judged like this. Let her raise her baby and chase her dream." Then came a surprising spark. A teenage rapper posted a freestyle in Chrisean's honor. Industry got chains, but the real ones break free. "Chrisean, sing your truth. Let the world finally see." And suddenly, everyone understood this wasn't about gossip anymore. It was a culture shift. The world wasn't rooting for chaos, they were rooting for Chrisean to win on her own terms. Even the industry started to sweat. A high-ranking exec tweeted, "If she drops tomorrow, we'll make it global, no reality show required." One label walked back their offer publicly. "We support Chrisean's vision, however she wants to share it." Then came her response. No glitz, no club lights. Just a video, Chrisean, her son, and her mother dancing in their living room. The unreleased track playing softly in the background. The caption read, "My voice, my way. If you're real, you'll feel it." The internet erupted. "This is the comeback we needed. She just changed the rules." But behind the applause, old enemies regrouped. The system doesn't like losing control. A major gossip blog dropped a cryptic warning: "Don't get too comfortable. Some receipts can end a fairy tale overnight." Within an hour, the cracks started to show. A rival label insider claimed the track's producer had a habit of pulling songs last minute, hinting that Chrisean's deal might already be unraveling. Then came a live stream from a former friend, now a reality star, flashing private DMs and photos. "I love her, but don't act like everything's perfect." The chat flooded with snake emojis, cancel threats, and calls for receipts. It didn't stop there. Another leak this time, screenshots of a group chat between club staff, producers, and a streaming exec, allegedly plotting to delay Chrisean's song, push her into a new reality deal, or even leak it themselves if she refused. Are they about to steal her music? Fans cried. Why does this always happen when a woman is about to win? Even her biggest supporters started asking hard questions. A burner account popped up posting old videos of her arguing with family. The more things change, the more they stay the same. The captions read. Then, one final twist. An anonymous email landed in major blogs' inboxes. The subject line: "Not all reunions are happy." It threatened to leak uncut footage from the club's back room. Rumors flew. Was there a new fight? Was her family turning against her? Would her breakthrough night be torn apart by the very people she'd tried to protect? Labels scrambled to save face. A spokesperson released a vague statement. "We stand by Chrisean and her family. Any rumors of betrayal are false. The music will come when she's ready." But few believed it. Fans waited, anxious, enemies circled. The silence on Chrisean's page only grew heavier. And then finally she spoke. A single IG story. No caption, no face, just a black screen. Her unreleased song playing faintly in the background, and her baby's laughter echoing through the beat. No explanation, just emotion. Was it a farewell? A quiet promise? A declaration of control? No one knew for sure. But everyone understood one thing: Chrisean's real fight was just beginning. The headlines weren't the end, they were the prologue. The story the world thought was finished was about to take its wildest, most powerful turn yet. So now the spotlight's on you. What should Chrisean's next move be? Should she take a leap of faith and sign with a label to officially release her track, or go the independent route and finally take full control of her story? Is this emotional family reunion a real step toward healing, or just the calm before another storm? Let us know where you stand. Are you rooting for #Team Chrisean, or are you side-eyeing the situation, worried she's being played again? Would you stream that unreleased track no matter what, even if the industry tried to silence it? Or does the story behind the music mean more to you than the song itself? Hit that like button if you're ready to see Chrisean win on her own terms. And subscribe right now because this saga is far from over. The next twist could drop any minute. Turn on notifications so you're first to react when the leak hits, the family drama erupts, or Chrisean finally delivers her full comeback anthem. Flood the comments with your real takes, bring the proof. Defend her name. Or maybe you think the smartest move is to stay low until the industry noise fades. Either way, ask yourself this: how close are you to your own comeback moment?